Yes, good evening. My name is Syed Asif Shah. I am the Chief Information Officer for Central Depository Company of Pakistan Limited. As the name suggests, we are the shares depository company, and like everywhere else in the world, there is only one such company in each country that takes care of all of the post-trade settlement that is being done on the securities market, on the capital market. So we do it in Pakistan, the same purpose. And besides the depository, we also are one of the largest trustee and custodial service provider for the mutual fund industry, as well as share registrar transfer agent for the issuers who issue securities in the Pakistani capital market. So typically the way these organizations work, they work as a large database company, in front of those databases, there is a application server layer, a middleware layer, on which you create different workflows, process flows, so that users can interact with that data. They can approve the data initiate the request from one end and approve the request at the other end, do different types of data transfers amongst each other. So this is the kind of environment that these companies typically work upon. Yes, this is a challenge, but I would say that standardization of the database vendor and the database technology makes it more easier to ensure that even if you bring in a new vendor application which has a different database, you can still interact between the different sets of data, primarily through APIs, primarily through this modern mean of ensuring that there is an abstract layer between the two systems, two technologies. For a CIO in this industry, I think the best strength is to understand that what are the requirements of different stakeholders and how you ensure that different stakeholders can collaborate seamlessly and very efficiently. At the very same time, how secure that can be, because that's the critical data of the country. In our case, our data is of immense value to the country, so we take it in that manner. So cloud has certain benefits. Some of the newer things that you can do in cloud, such as RPA, such as security part, the application firewall part, some of the things that you can use the cloud, but not for the data itself, because the regulators don't allow that. It has to be within the country. Even if you are using a cloud, that has to be a local country-based cloud. So these are very much scalable, certainly, because different parties have different needs for data exchange at different periods of the year. So of course this is very scalable, and the most important aspect is the security part of it. A lot of emphasis is done on the security, not only on the technology security, but also the human part of it, because we think that that is the weakest link in this entire change, the human part of it. So one of the most useful technology that is being sought after by our kind of organization is the robotic process automation, RPA technologies with machine learning, and we are using a lot of such tools and capabilities to ensure that mundane tasks, the tasks that are simple for human beings, can be taken care of by machine in a consistent, reliable manner, 24/7. No, I think for the front office there are newer ways, newer means of getting the data from the user. So the mobile first is the main approach that we are deploying, and we are ensuring that a lot of data which is already there with different agencies, with different government institutions, we don't need to take that data from the customer. We can take it offline and we can authenticate the data from those different government institutions.